So first thing, we're just going to slide out the old one, or slide out the range so we can unplug it. You can also just turn off the breaker, but you want to make sure there's no power. So I'll just unplug it here. There we go. Now we're going to take off these grates so we can get to the burner heads. We're going to have to remove a couple of parts. When we have the grates off, we're going to remove these little burner heads. Trying to expose these screws. Hopefully on yours they're not too corroded. These look pretty good. I think they'll come off. So we get those all exposed, and we're going to remove these guys. And that's so we can lift this drip pan off. So we have to get to a couple of screws that are hanging out. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of lubricant to hopefully help these break free, especially the corroded ones. If yours are super corroded, you might want to get the automotive product that's used to break corrosion and just let it soak overnight before you try to remove these. There we go. Alright, so we're going to see if we can get these screws off now. We're using a 1/4 inch drive. Oh, we're getting lucky. First set came off really good. The reason these can have trouble is they get kind of rusty and corroded, and also they get hot and cold so many times. So sometimes they don't come off. That one looks good. So the drip pan just lifts off once you get those screws off, and now you have access to these igniters, and you could easily change one if it's not sparking, or make sure the wires are connected properly. It's also possible that the spark module is defective, and that's something that's really easy to change. It lives right underneath this drip pan. We'll see here in a second. But sometimes the igniters are cracked, like the porcelain has broken, so the electricity leaves early. So here's the spark module, this red thing here in the back, and it's very easy to take that off and exchange it. And you would exchange it if you notice you're not getting any spark at all to one or more of the burners. First thing though is just make sure your wire connections are really good, and then maybe try it again. And again, if you have a cracked porcelain on an igniter, it's best just to replace it. They're pretty cheap, and now with the drip pan off, it'd be really easy to get to. So these are a couple things you can do to get your machine sparking again. And once it's done, we'll just put the drip pan back on and tighten up the screws. So thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance.